It's shoot 'em up to familiar ground, moving back outdoors for another gunslinging showdown in Florida. And the Busch Grand National Circuit fires up its 1992 season with quite a thriller to help round out Speed Weeks. Hello everybody, I'm Stephanie Boyd, sitting in for Pat Patterson. We'll have all that and more coming up next on Pit Road. The most prestigious race in NASCAR. The Gatorade 125 qualifying races for the Daytona 500 saw plenty of banged up sheet metal. Mark Allen reports.
If you listen to the GM drivers in the garage last Sunday, they were saying the Fords could lap the field in the 125s, but Dale Earnhardt had his Chevy in the thick of the action from the get-go. A backmarker's dream, that's the best way to describe Alan Kowicki's lap 5 crash, which wiped out half a dozen top cars. That ultimately allowed a number of also-rans to make the 500 field. Richard Petty's final 125 ended on the spot. 500 pole-sitter Sterling Marlin and Earnhardt were nose to tail when the nose of the black 3 got into the tail of the blue 22. Marlin hit nothing, but with nothing to gain by returning, called it an afternoon. Dale Jarrett gave new car owner Joe Gibbs a taste of what repair bills will be like this year. Kyle Petty had nowhere to go. The last lap, Mark Martin carried the Ford banner up front. Earnhardt and 91 500 champ Ernie Irvan waved the Chevy flag. Though Irvan couldn't win, he could affect who did, and the choice was easy. Tuck in behind Earnhardt and help the Goodwrench driver to his third straight 125 triumph. The biggest surprise of the top 5 was Greg Sachs, who had a strong debut in the Kellogg's Chevy. Harry Gant was 5th. The second 125 was all Ford, with Bill Elliott and the red number 11 in command throughout from the pole. Number 28, Davey Allison, came from the back in a backup car to challenge the Bud driver. And number 21, Morgan Shepherd, showed surprising strength. But on the final laps, Elliott repeatedly broke the draft to keep the hounds from overtaking him. It was his third 125 win. Ricky Rudd was the first GM finisher in 4th, with Michael Waltrip 5th. I'm Mark Allen reporting for On Pit Road.
Now going into the Daytona 500, the top 2 qualifiers were naturally considered favorites. Sterling Marlin and Bill Elliott had proven their strength during winter testing. Could their domination continue? Dan Kenyon has the answer in our Max Race Cards Winston Cup report.
42 cars took the green flag for the 34th Daytona 500. The final Daytona 500 for 7-time winner Richard Petty, who will retire following the season. Pole-sitter Sterling Marlin and Junior Johnson stablemate Bill Elliott combined to lead the first 48 laps. Fords clearly dominated the contest, and Davey Allison emerged as the man to beat. On lap 92, several of the top contenders were caught up in a 14-car crash that eliminated Rusty Wallace, Dale Jarrett, Chad Little, and pole-sitter Sterling Marlin, among others. After 13 laps, the race resumed, and Allison was untouchable, leading 98 of the final 103 laps. The field was slowed by 4 cautions, including this late race incident when Kerry Teague sent the Snickers Ford of Rick Wilson spinning toward pit road. Quick work in the Pennzoil pit put Michael Waltrip up front for the restart on lap 171, but Allison quickly recaptured the lead and was never challenged. Waltrip lost his engine in the closing laps and fell from 2nd to 18th. Morgan Shepherd's Sitco Ford shadowed Davey the last 8 laps, but was no match for Allison's Texaco Haviland Ford. Davey took the checkers by 2 car lengths.
Well, I tell you what, those guys over there coming out of turn 2 sure made it a lot easier on me. They took out a bunch of the competition. I'm just glad nobody was hurt. You know, it was a pretty bad looking wreck behind me. And I saw it coming. I saw Sterling go down on the inside of Bill, and at first Ernie went with him, and then he just turned down below him, and it just pushed Sterling right up into Bill. There wasn't anything that any of them could do. You know, they were racing, but it was a little bit early in the race to be racing like that. I saw it coming, I backed off, I moved to the outside and just went right on by him.
Teaming with 3-time winner Bobby Allison, they become only the second father-son combination to win the Daytona 500. This is Dan Kenyon reporting.